The excavator plunges off the cliff in a terrifying freefall, tons of spinning steel crashing through air before vanishing into the abyss. The hillside erupts in dust and debris like an explosion. Thankfully, no one was hurt. It was remotely operated. In a split second, the massive logging truck crashes sideways, logs pour out like a timber tsunami. The entire intersection turns into chaos, blocking both the road and the railway next to a gas station. One mistake, and the whole town holds its breath. On the edge of a sheer cliff, this massive truck hauls an oversized load inch by inch along a fragile mountain pass. One side is a rock wall, the other a deadly drop. One wrong turn and it all vanishes. This isn't just driving, it's survival in motion. Loaded with heavy logs, the truck sinks deep into the muddy pit, its wheels spinning helplessly in sludge and axle-deep water. Every throttle just pulls it deeper. This isn't just off-roading, it's a brutal survival fight against the elements. Winding through a forest trail, the logging truck wrestles with gravity, leaning hard under the crushing weight of timber. One wrong slip, and it's not just a spill, it's a deadly landslide waiting to happen. This heavily loaded logging truck hugs a sheer cliffside, its wheels flirting with the edge on a razor-thin mountain path. Every inch is a gamble, one misstep and it's a plunge into chaos. Ignoring the weight warning, the truck charges onto the fragile wooden bridge, then crashes straight into the river in a thunderous collapse. Steel met wood, and chaos won. In the heart of the storm-soaked jungle, colossal logging trucks claw through the mud like roaring beasts of steel battling the wild. Their wheels sink deep, groaning under brutal loads, or even the slightest tilt could spell disaster. Yet, through slippery slopes and terrain that feels more like a death trap than a road, these drivers hold steady, gripping the wheel with grit, determination, and nerves forged in chaos. Trapped between a towering cliff and a raging waterfall, this truck dares fate on one of the world's deadliest roads. One wrong move means a fatal plunge, but every summer, these fearless drivers return to conquer the impossible. This modified truck, overloaded with acacia logs, is trapped in a muddy hairpin turn where every spinning tire digs it deeper into the red earth. The engine screams, mud flies, and the driver wrestles the wheel in a desperate bid to break free. With a steep slope ahead and a drop behind, there's no way back, only sheer will and raw power stand between this steel beast and the unforgiving jungle. This overloaded acacia truck battles a brutal uphill climb through the jungle, its rear tires buried in mud while the front lifts off like it's about to flip. Every push of the throttle feels like a gamble with gravity, just inches away from a disastrous plunge into the raging river below. A multi-ton truck sinks helplessly into the mud, stuck in the jungle road like a fallen beast. Locals rush in with ropes, shovels, and sheer manpower to pull it out, a chaotic and nerve-wracking rescue where modern machinery bows before. Nature's raw force. Trapped on the river's edge in the heart of Guyana's rainforest, this overloaded truck sinks into loose sand like it's being swallowed whole. With a raging dark river ahead and jungle behind, there's no clear escape, just the roar of an engine battling nature's grip. Stuck on the treacherous Babuser Pass, this long-haul truck is wedged in a brutal hairpin turn with a sheer drop on one side and a jagged rock wall on the other. One wrong move, and it's game over. This road isn't for the faint of heart only. For the bold and brave. This multi-ton excavator climbs onto the flatbed in a heart-stopping display of precision and balance. Each steel track shift tilts the truck, testing gravity's limits. One wrong angle and it could all tip into disaster.
Nos fuimos.
The tractor sinks to its axle in thick, soupy mud, its wheels spinning wildly like it's digging its own grave. The shirtless driver grips the wheel in a sweaty battle of man versus muck, fighting to wrestle his steel beast free from the swamp's deadly grip. The Valtra forestry tractor powers through soaked terrain, where every wheel fights thick mud and tangled roots. In these drenched woodlands, it hauls massive logs with relentless force, a true testament to the raw power and grit of professional-grade logging machines. This heavy-duty logging truck, loaded with massive timber, is locked in a brutal mud trap. The wheels spin wildly, flinging mud in all directions as the chassis groans under the crushing weight. Every throttle is a fight for survival in unforgiving terrain. In the heart of a massive quarry, a dump truck takes a pounding as a mountain of gravel rains down like a landslide, while the Cat 966L loader keeps digging relentlessly. Dust clouds rise, engines roar. This is raw, industrial chaos, where heavy machinery meets fearless manpower. The semi-truck strains under a dangerously tilted container, its rear wheels spinning and smoking as the engine roars in protest. A tense moment on a crowded street where one wrong move could turn into total disaster. The massive semi-truck strains through a deadly mountain curve, tires screeching and smoke billowing from the brakes. It's a heart-pounding scene. One moment of lost control and the entire rig could plunge into the abyss below. This Changlong 310 hauler, dragging a 60-ton load, fights to survive a brutal mountain descent. The wheels lock, the trailer swings wide across the lane and cliff. On one side, rock wall on the other. One wrong second, and it's all over.